Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself, so I'm quiet. Check. 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 There it is. Check. Yep, that's fine. Good evening and welcome to Stratford High School for Marewood Conference Boys Basketball. Tonight as the Phillips Loggers take on the Stratford Tigers. We are here for a boys and girls doubleheader. The boys game will be first, followed up about 20 minutes after completion of the boys game. The girls will take on the Phillips Loggers also. I'm Dan Leonard along with Gavin Zolik. We thank you for joining us here on Zaleski Sports tonight. Before we get started, Stratford comes into the game with a 7-6 overall record, 5-4 in the Marywood Conference South. The Loggers 3-10 overall and 1-8 in the Marywood North. We'll take a quick couple timeouts, commercials from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll take a closer look at each team as we get ready for tonight's game. Once again, you're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Now more than ever, it's crucial for your business to be able to ship your products safely and efficiently, both near and far. Purple Mountain Solutions is your local specialist for logistics and supply chain management in both public and private sectors. Bringing years of leadership, excellent attention to detail, and a dedication to the job at hand is what keeps Purple Mountain Solutions the leader in transportation, logistics, supply chain management, and warehousing. Get your products right where they need to be and put your trust in a business you can trust. Purple Mountain Solutions.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
All right, we're back once again at Stratford High School to get ready for tonight's Marywood Conference North-South crossover game between the Tigers and the Phillips Loggers. Take a closer look at the Loggers coming into tonight's game. They have a record of 3 wins, 10 losses, 1-8 in the Marywood North. They have won 2 of their last 3 ball games, a victory over Abbotsford and Butternut. In between that was a loss to the Rib Lake Redmen. Phillips is coached by Amy Ring. They come in averaging 49.4 points per game while giving up an average of 58.5 points per game, shooting 46% from the field goal on their field goals, 28% from the three-point line, and 64% from the free throw line. Their starters tonight will be number 3, J.J. Heikkinen, averaging 6.7 points a game. He's a freshman. Number 10, Dominic Mabey, a senior, averaging 4.9. Jack Kulwicki, a junior, averaging 3.4. Their leading scorer at 19.2 points per game is senior Nate Balan. And the other senior starter is a junior, number 42, averaging 10.4 points a game, Drew Hauschild. Take a quick more words from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll take a closer look at the Stratford Tigers as we get ready for Marywood Conference boys basketball.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Did you know you can start your 4-year degree locally and get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams, saving you money, and giving you a well-rounded academic and social experience with student housing, clubs, sports, and leadership opportunities. With NTC's liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison, North Central Technical College, transferability made easy.
All right, we're back here at Stratford High School just a few minutes before the start of the tip-off between the Stratford Tigers and the Phillips Loggers in a doubleheader tonight. The boys' game will be first. Stratford comes into the game tonight, 7-6 overall record, 5-4 in the Marewood South. Since the holiday tournament here, which included several really good ball clubs, Stratford lost both games of that tournament. Stratford has won 3 of their last 4 games in Marewood Conference action. Stratford is averaging 59.6 points per game, giving up 55 points per game, shooting 47% field goal percentage from the field, 30% from three-point line, and 68% from the free throw line. Stratford is coached by head coach Kurt Schmidt. Tonight, a little bit different starting lineup. Senior night here at Stratford, so he's going to go with the 5 seniors. Number 1, 6'1" senior, averaging 10.9 points a game, is Braden Schiller. 5'10" John Seitz, averaging 6.3 points per game. Ashton Wren, Stratford's leading scorer at 17.8, 5'10" senior. Isaiah Hadlock, 5'11", number 22, averaging 4.8 points per game. And Ben Zilke, probably the 3rd or 4th guy off the bench for the Tigers most of the season, will get a start tonight on senior night. He's averaging 2.5 points per game, a 6'7" senior. So we're looking for a competitive ball game here tonight as we get ready for the tip-off. Take a moment here to mention some of our sponsors. Stone Innovations, it's Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off tile backsplash and labor. And check out our discounts on flooring. The Winter Blitz offer is only at Stone Innovations. Purple Mountain Solutions is your go-to for both public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Spectrum Benefits. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwisconsin.com to find an agent near you. All right, just about ready here for the national anthem along with player introductions. Once again, I'm Dan Leonard along with Gavin Zolik. We thank you for joining us here on Zaleski Sports for Marewood Conference doubleheader action tonight between the Stratford Tigers and the Phillips Loggers in a boys-girls doubleheader. So I'm going to set the microphone down. We're going to get ready for the introductions in this national anthem, and we'll be back after player introductions are completed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stratford High School for Marewood crossover doubleheader. Tonight's Game 1 matchup features from the north, the Phillips Loggers. And from the south, your hometown Stratford Tigers. Stratford High School welcomes all players and fans from both schools. Stratford High School, Phillips High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. At this time, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hat, and place your hand over your heart as we honor America, those currently defending our freedom, and all veterans with the playing of the national anthem. A huge thank you to all former, current, and future military personnel. And now, a 5'7" freshman number 3, J. And now, Tiger fans, here's the starting lineup for the Stratford Tigers. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 1, Brandon Schiller. Starting at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 2, Johnny Sykes. Starting at guard, 5'10", senior number 4, Eston Rich. Starting at small forward, a 5'19" 3/4" senior number 11, Ben Zilke. And starting at guard, a 5'10" senior number 22, Isaiah Hadlock. The head coach for the Stratford Tigers is Kurt Smith.
Once again, it's a boys and girls doubleheader. The boys game first. Stratford Tigers at 7-6 overall against the Phillips Loggers at 3-10. As mentioned earlier, Stratford with a little bit different starting lineup tonight. It's senior night, so Ben Zilke gets the nod over the junior Brady Schmidt for the Tigers. Stratford coached by head coach Kurt Schmidt. Loggers coached by Amy Ring. And just about ready to get started here. Here's the jump control by Zilke, and the Tigers will set up. Ashton Rent gives it to Zilke. Tried to throw an alley-oop from Schiller to Zilke. Over his head and out of bounds. A turnover against the Tigers. It'll be Loggers' ball. Hakenin brings it up for the Loggers. Gives it off to maybe. Working it around the perimeter of Stratford's man-to-man defense. Here's Hakenin. Or to maybe. Trying to go for Balan, trying to cut through the lane and stolen away. Turnover against the Loggers. Tigers basketball. Quickly up to corner to Hadlock in the corner. Now back to Wrench in the top of the key. Tigers in their motion offense. Here's a cut by Hadlock to the basket. Goes up. Shot was deflected. We're going to have a foul on Sights. First personal against the Tigers and first team foul. Loggers bring it up. Just underway here. Opening first minute. Stratford against the Phillips Loggers. Here's the skip pass over to Hakenin. Hakenin on the dribble. Nothing there. Kicks it back out. Now at Kowicki. Coley inside for the cutter. Nothing there. Kicks it outside to Hauschild. Back to Hakenin. Balan. Gives underneath the maybe. Maybe drives. Loses control. Picked up by Balan. Balan with an outside three-point shot. It's good. Nate Balan averaging 19 points per game. Nails the three-pointer. Puts the Loggers on the board here at 16:25 remaining. 3-0. Here's Hadlock to Sights. Tigers quickly sing it to Schiller in the corner. Three-pointer up. No good. Rebound controlled by Hauschild. Hauschild to Hakenin. Brings it across the timeline. Phillips sets up their offense. Cutter through the lane. And we're going to have a foul against the Tigers. Hadlock, Isaiah Hadlock, his first personal foul. Second team foul on the Tigers. The Loggers will inbounds underneath their own basket. 16:06 remaining. Just a three-point shot by Balan. Here's jump shot from the free throw line by Balan. No good. He gets his own rebound. Goes to the basket. No good. Sights with the rebound. Quickly up court to Schiller. Schiller goes hard to the basket, and he's going to be fouled by Maybe. Dominic Maybe with his first personal. The Tigers ball underneath their own basket. Brady Schmidt in for the Tigers. Zilke. Here's the pass in. Tigers look in the corner to Wrench. Ashton with a three-point shot from the corner. Shots up, no good. Rebound on the opposite side by Maybe. Hakenin brings it across the timeline. Loggers set up their offense. Here's Maybe. Hauschild. Looking for a cutter inside, nothing there. Kicks it back outside to Hakenin. Now in the corner to Kowicki. Kowicki with the turnover. Picked up by Wrench. Wrench goes hard to the basket. Shots up and good. Ashton Wrench puts the Tigers on the board with his first 2 points of the night. 3-2 Loggers lead. 15-15 remaining here in the first half. Here's Maybe. Loses control. Kicks it back out. Balan, long three-pointer, good. Nate Balan with his second three-pointer. It's 6-2 here early. Ashton brings it up. Gives it to Sights, looking for a lane, nothing. Cutter through the lane, nothing there. Here's Schiller coming across. Kicks it back outside. Now we're at the corner to Brady Schmidt. Skip pass. Brady Schiller. Step back, two-pointer's good. Brady Schiller with a two-point shot. Tigers 4, Loggers 6 here. Hauschild gives it to Maybe. Kicks it back out to Balan. Now Hakenin. Looking for cutters and nothing's there. Just playing catch around the outside of the perimeter. Balan. Hauschild. Maybe back to Hakenin. Now to Kowicki. Hakenin, three-point shot, no good. Schiller with the rebound. Tigers quickly up the court to Sights. Sights takes it hard to the basket. Shots up, no good. Kind of lost control. Might have been bumped on it. Nothing called by the ref. Play goes on. Here's Maybe. Back to Balon with another long three-pointer. Rims in and out. Rebound control. Out of bounds by Kowicki. It'll be Tigers basketball. Drew Brusewitz now into the game for Sites. 13:35 remaining here in the first half. Phillips 6, Stratford 4. Here's Brady Schmidt. Gives it to Schiller. Skip past Hadlock. Ashton Wrench at the top of the key. Takes it to the free throw line. A runner. Misses everything. Air ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Phillips' ball. Into the game for the Loggers. Braden Revick replacing Maybe. Breivik averaging 6.2 points per game, a sophomore off the bench. J.J. Heikkinen, freshman, point guard for the Loggers. Here's Kulwicki. Heikkinen in the right corner. Skip pass to Balan. Takes it, goes hard to the basket. Kicks it way back outside. Three-pointer where Hauschild is good. Drew Hauschild. 3 3-pointers here early for the Loggers. 9-4 Phillips lead. Here's Braden Schiller with a long three-pointer. Rims in and out, no good. Hauschild with the rebound. Wide open look for Schiller, and he rims just in and off it. Controlled by the Loggers. Here's Balan in the corner. Heikkinen looking inside for Bilan, nothing there. Guarded by Brusewitz. Hauschild. Here's Hauschild, jump shot, no good. Isaiah Hadlock with the rebound, gives it to Wrench. Tigers quickly up the court. Brusewitz goes hard to the basket. And it's going to be a foul called. Braden Revac with his first personal foul, second team foul. Into the game now is Shea Denzine for the Loggers. For the Tigers, Sights back into the game along with Henry Zaleski, 5'11" junior, averaging 3 points per game for the Tigers. Here's Brusewitz, inbounds pass to Zaleski, turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Hauschild. Heikkinen brings it up. Skip pass over to Balan. Revick gives it inside to Bilan. Back to Hauschild. Stolen away by Ashton Wrench. He's going to go in for a layup. Uncontested. Shot's good. Ashton Wrench with 4 points. Phillips 9, Stratford 6, 11:20 here remaining in the first half. Stratford High School boys and girls doubleheader tonight. Boys first, girls game to follow. Here's Heikkinen. Dribbles to the corner, guarded closely by Sights. Outside to Hauschild. Hauschild takes it to the basket. Quick up, no good. Rebound controlled by Heikkinen. His shot's no good. And nice save by Balan off of Brusewitz, and it's going to be Phillips basketball. Underneath their basket, 9-6 Loggers lead. There's a pass to Balan. Heikkinen. Hauschild in the corner now to Revac. Looking for the cutter, nothing there. Skip pass to the outside to Revac. Dribbles to the baseline. Kick back out to Bilan. They're going to reset. Called play by the coach. We're going to foul, offensive foul against the Loggers. Shea Denzine with his first personal. Third team foul against the Loggers. Bruzewitz brings it up for the Tigers, gives it to Seitz. Back to Bruzewitz, Ashton Wrench. Here's Brady Schmidt cutting through, nothing there. Gives it back to Zaleski. Tigers quickly moving it on their offense. Here's the skip pass, shot up, good. Zaleski with his first basket tonight, three-pointer. Ties the game up at 9 here at the 10-minute mark of the first half. Here's Rivak, gives it to Heikkinen. Working hard against Wrench, nothing there. Rivak, back to Denzine. Here's Heikkinen. Pilon. Phillips being patient on their offense. Looking for a cutter, nothing there. Just working it around the perimeter. Looking inside for Pilon, but nothing there. He's guarded by Seitz. Here's the drive by Hauschild. Kicks it outside to Rivak. His shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Heikkinen. Shots up and good. J.J. Heikkinen with his first basket of the night. Puts the Loggers back on top, 11-9. Here's the cutter going to the basket. Zaleski shot up good. Nice pass by Ashton Wentz. Henry Zaleski, 5 points off the bench for the Tigers, ties it up at 11. Phillips being very patient with their offense against the Tigers' man-to-man defense. Passing around the perimeters, he's Heikkinen, three-point shot, way off the mark. Controlled by the Tigers' Bruzewitz. Drew brings it across the timeline, and Tigers will set up their offense. Here's Zaleski, traveling call. Took off before it got to the floor. Turnover against the Tigers. We're going to have a timeout here. With the timeout, we'll take a moment from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
All right, back here at Stratford High School after a quick 30-second timeout by the Loggers. 8:23 remaining here in the first half. All knotted up at 11. Henry Zaleski with 5 quick points for the Tigers off the bench. Here's Heikkinen bringing it across the timeline. Now guarded by Peyton Glenn, who checked in. Here's Heikkinen, goes to the hole. Shots up and blocked by Peyton Glenn. Gives it to Bruzewitz, and Tigers bring across the timeline to Braden Schiller. Called a turnover against the Tiger, called a kick ball. The turnover against the Tigers, it'll be Loggers ball. Here's Heikkinen bringing it up, gives it to Hauschild. Here's a pick with Bilon, nice pick and roll, goes to the basket and scores. Nate Bilon, 8 points here. Loggers back up 13-11. Here's Bruzewitz. Kicks it out to Hadlock. Hadlock gives it up to Peyton Glenn. Tigers in the perimeter. Here's a long three-pointer by Schiller, no good. Rebound controlled by Hauschild. Here's Hauschild. Gives it up, cross-court pass to Heikkinen. Out of bounds, nobody there. Turnover against the Loggers. Tigers basketball, Bruzewitz brings it up. Goes it to Schiller. Here's a skip pass to Bruzewitz. Drives along the baseline, nothing there. Cut off nicely by Rivak. Gives it to Peyton Glenn. Down the corner to John Seitz. Looking for a cutter, nothing there. Hadlock. Bruzewitz. John Seitz. Dribbles penetration to the lane. Kicks out to Schiller. Shots up, good. 3-point shot by Braden Schiller. Puts the Tigers on top for the first time this night. 14-13, 6:35 remaining here in the first half. Here's Revac looking for Milan, cutting through the lane, but nothing there. Revac in the corner. Tigers, good man-to-man defense right now. Maybe with it. Dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it back. Kowicki. Now Revac. Here's Maybe. Dribbles, knocked away and stolen by the Tigers. Turnover against Phillips. Here's the pass, knocked out of bounds by the Loggers. It'll be Stratford basketball. Couple subs back into the game for Stratford. Peyton Wrench along with Brady Schmidt for the Tigers. Here's the kick back to Schiller. Long three-pointer. Rims just out. Rebound controlled by Maybe. Harassed by Hadlock. Bilan gives it up to Revac. Here's a pass underneath to Bilan. Nice pass to Maybe. Deflected and shot, no good. Loggers controlling the boards. And now we have a rebounding foul over the top against Bilan. That's Nate Bilan's first personal, fourth team foul against the Loggers. 5:20 remaining here in the first half. Stratford 14, Phillips 13. French brings it across from the Tigers. Gives it up to Zaleski. Brady Schmidt. Here's the pass to Schiller. Schiller looking to penetrate. Ball is deflected out of bounds by Bilan. It'll be Tigers ball underneath their own basket. Wrenched inbounds for the Tigers. Here's the inbounds pass to Brady Schmidt. His three-pointer from the wing is up and good. Brady Schmidt, three-pointer, puts the Tigers on top 17-13. 4:53 remaining here in the first half. Here's the pass, penetration down the lane, and a turnover by Bilan. Tigers quickly up the court to Brady Schmidt in the corner, three-pointer up, no good. Tigers crashing the board, controlled by Bilan. Gives it up to Maybe. Refs are letting them play a little bit. It gets rough underneath there on the rebounding, which is fine. Better than the ticky-tacky fouls. Here's the pass inside to Kowicki, and they're called Kowicki with a travel. Traveling against the Loggers. Tigers basketball. 4:20 remaining here in the first half. Stratford 17, Phillips 13. Fast-moving first half. Here's Ashton Wrench bringing it across the timeline for the Tigers. Gives it up Brady Schmidt, now in the corner to Schiller. Cutter is Wrench. Back to Seitz. Seitz up with the left-handed hook shot is good. John Seitz with his first basket of the night. Tigers stretch the lead out to 6 at 19-13. The Tigers now in their half-court trapping defense. Here's the pass underneath to Hauschild. Nice block by Brady Schmidt. Tigers take it away quickly up the corner. Here's Zaleski, back to Seitz. Tigers moving it around. Give it to Ashton underneath. He goes to work against the little freshman. Takes him to the house. Ashton Wrench with a nice move down low against the much smaller J.J. Heikkinen, the freshman. Here's a turnover and bad pass controlled by the Tigers. Ashton quickly up the court, gives it to Zaleski. Zaleski takes it to the hole, takes a shot up, rolls off the rim. Rebound controlled by Hauschild. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Stratford 21, Phillips 13. Tigers stay in their half-court trap. Here's the pass to Maybe. Now another turnover against the Loggers. Here's Brady Schmidt, long three-pointer, good. Brady Schmidt with a three-point shot. With that three-point make, Phillips takes a timeout. We're going to have a full timeout, and with that, we'll take a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, we're back here at Stratford High School after a quick 30-second timeout by the Phillips Loggers. Stratford, a little bit of a run here, now kicks their lead out to 11 at 24-13. 2:35 remaining here in the first half. Once again, this is Marywood Conference Boys Basketball. You have a boys and girls doubleheader between Stratford and Phillips. Here's J.J. Heikkinen bringing up against Ashton. Tigers are still in their 1-3-1 half-court trap. Heikkinen working against Ashton Wrench. Gives it to Maybe. Now skips it to Hauschild. Looking inside for Bilan. Can't get it. Here's dribble penetration, kickback. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound controlled by Maybe. Called a jump ball. Alternating possession, will give it to Phillips. Braden Schiller back into the game for the Tigers, replacing Brady Schmidt. Phillips throwing it inbounds underneath their own basket. Hauschild into Heikkinen. Picked up once again by Wrench. Down the corner to Maybe. Takes it hard to the basket. Off balance, shots up and good. Dominic Maybe with his first basket of the night. 24-15 Stratford lead. Here's Zaleski. Sights. Skips it to Braden Schiller. Now Ashton. Looking for the cutters. Nothing there. Tigers swinging around the outside. Henry Zaleski. Gives it to Ashton. Looking for their penetration. Here's Ashton. Kicks it hard to the basket. Wide open. Misses the layup. Rebound controlled by Maybe. Wide open layup missed by Wrench. Side pass to Bilan. Kicks it back out. No good. Rebound out of bounds off the Tigers. Hadlock. Drew Brusewitz back into the game for the Tigers, replacing Zaleski. 1:07 remaining here in the first half. Loggers basketball underneath their own basket. Hauschild inbounds to Maybe. Guarded close by Sights. Dribbles outside. Gives it back to Heikkinen. Prevac. Skip pass in the corner to Hauschild. Looking inside, nothing there. Tigers are playing good man-to-man defense tonight. Their problem has been giving up offensive rebound baskets after shot attempts. That's been their problem most of this year. Not a lot of height for the Tigers. Tallest starter, Braden Schiller. Here's a foul against the Tigers. John Seitz with his second personal foul. Third team foul against the Tigers. Peyton Glenn back into the lineup for the Tigers, replacing John with 2 fouls. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. 30.4. Loggers basketball underneath their own basket. Here's Heikkinen. Looking for something. Not nothing there. Hochschild kicks it back to Brevac. Down to 20 seconds now. Gives it to Bilan. Down to 10. Here's the leading scorer. Here's Bilan. Takes it hard to the basket. Shots up. No good. Tipped around. Rebound controlled by Bilan. His shots up and good at the buzzer. Nate Bilan with his rebound basket at the buzzer makes the score Stratford 24, Phillips 17. We'll take a quick moment from messages from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get the lowest Black Friday pricing at Fleet Farm. Find deals on fleetfarm.com starting at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with Stratford boys basketball coach Kurt Schmidt. Coach, before we begin, just remind the audience how many years you've been coaching basketball at Stratford and what in the world keeps you coming back every year?
I believe this is my 25th year of coaching total girls and boys basketball at Stratford. And what keeps me coming back, it's the kids. I keep having good kids, good parents every year overall. And you know, you're not always the most talented always, but they want to get better. They play hard. And as long as they play hard and want to get better and want to be coachable, I'll keep coming back.
Yeah, your team last year seemed like it was coachable. I could see that they got better each week. You ended the season in a sectional semifinal. For most teams, that's a really successful season. What you're a teacher. What kind of grade would you put on last year's basketball team?
Well, I think preseason yearbook we were fourth, I think, picked, right? And then to be first place till the very last game of the regular season, this group really exceeded my expectations. Now, I don't say that, every coach wants to say that possibly because it makes them look better. That's really not true. That's not how I feel. I had kids that, I had a decent number that weren't scorers, but the ones I had, they just did a great job. And then the other kids just did a really good job. They did their roles so well. They all accepted the role. It was like a symphony orchestra where you had the tuba player, the drummer, and everything just worked together well. You had your scorers that were able, you had a really good player come off the bench. Braden Schuler could have started all year. He gave up, he sacrificed what could have been a starter, just for the betterment of the team, stuff like that. So he was our third leading scorer and he came off the bench. And part of that is, you start really good defensive players. You might start a really good rebounder, a good ball handler. So everybody has a role. This team just did an outstanding job. If you were to tell me we're going to be 22-5 to finish the year, and then we competed really hard with Iola till the very end of that game, and they were undefeated. It was a fun group to coach.
I'll give you one last chance to say thanks to the seniors from last year's team. No matter what, every year the seniors that graduate or that leave your program, they leave such a mark on the program overall. So tell us about last year's group of seniors.
Well, they, and there was, I think we had 8 of them, so I won't mention them by name, but because I don't want to forget one. But as a whole, they just did. And you got to remember too, we were first in the state academically with this group. We ended up being WBCA first for the highest GPA. That says a lot, but they played hard, worked hard, and they were very, very unselfish. So they're definitely one of the highs that I've had for all the years that I've coached. And I've had a lot of them, but they were up there as a very, very high achieving, great group, low drama, work hard type group.
You mentioned last year the 22-5 mark, the playoff run. Before we talk about this year's season, which is what we're really here to do, let's talk about computerized seating. I just have one question for you, just your overall take on it, because when a lot of people looked at last year's result, you were the 2 seed. Marathon was the 3, even though in a singular way, Marathon swept you on the season and you had happened to lose to Colby late in the year. But a computerized program like that takes into account your entire season, not just one game. Your thoughts on computerized seating?
Well, I liked it. If I was Marathon, I wouldn't have appreciated it at the time because they're a very, very good program. They legitimately beat us twice. Now, obviously, they were tight games, but computer doesn't really, I don't think it really considers all that. It was odd to me because when you called me, I was at practice and I was shocked. I didn't watch because we had practice, so I wasn't watching like a watch, which I apologize for that. You know, and Adam does a really good job, and I could see that would have been disappointing if I would have been on his end too. But at the same time, we do have a very difficult non-conference schedule, just like we do this year. You know, we played Bangor last year, state runner-ups, I think, Division 5, I think. Mosinee was a really good team last year. We beat them at our place. We beat Wausau East, big school. So we had a tough schedule, and I think it does. And we have one this year. We actually added Medford to our schedule. Medford is very, very good program, very difficult to beat. So we have Mosinee again. We have Neillsville. Neillsville does a good job. So we have a good conference schedule, and part of that is, you know, we might take some off the chin, but I think it helps the computer seeding is having a difficult schedule. I think if you win all your games and the opponents aren't the best, I think that almost might hurt you a little bit. I'm not an expert with it, but it just kind of seems like it looks into that a little bit.
We on this side are close to being experts on it. Yeah, you're exactly right. Strength of schedule is the number one factor. The computer doesn't take into account single game performances or margin of victory or anything like that. And that's a lot for people to have gotten used to, and most still haven't gotten used to how this new and now no longer new, but how the process works. All right, let's preview this year's team. You've been with the guys at practice now for a while. What's maybe
I have? Are you sure I have?
I hope so.
We haven't started yet. Remember, football just finished yesterday. We start practice this Monday, but I know them well enough, so I'm just splitting hairs with you.
Tell us about your thoughts, your impressions coming into this now new group of Stratford Tigers boys basketball players.
I'm excited because once again, I feel like I'm blessed with good kids that want to be here. I can't even imagine, you know, going and playing with all
right, back here at Stratford High School, halftime. 2 minutes remaining here. Go over the first half scoring for the Tigers. First of all, we'll start with Phillips Loggers, led in scoring by their leading scorer all year, averaging 19 points per game. Nate Bilan had 10 in the first half. Drew Hauschild with a three-pointer, good for 3, and 2 points each for J.J. Heikkinen and Dominic Mabey for their 17-point total. For the Stratford Tigers, pretty balanced scoring the first half. Ashton Wrench with 6 points. Brady Schmidt, 2 3-pointers, good for 6 points. 5 points each for Braden Schiller, along with Henry Zaleski, and the final 2 points by John Seitz for Stratford's total of 24 points. 24-17 lead. Phillips got hurt by Stratford's half-court press. They went through like the last 3 minutes of the first half. They had like 4 straight trips down the floor where they didn't get any shots off, turnovers. Stratford's defense bothered them pretty bad. Weren't able to get any offensive coordination going. And that's when the league jumped out to 11. But just before halftime, Phillips did score 2 quick baskets to drop the lead back down to 7 points, and that's where we stand here at halftime. Stratford with a 24-17 lead. Some more of our sponsors here on Zaleski Sports for tonight's game. Take this first step to build your new customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit stratfordhomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. With a 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility and model home village located in the heart of central Wisconsin, Stratford Homes has been an industry leader in the systems-built home market since 1973. Visit stratfordhomes.com to get started today. All right, we're just about set here for the beginning of the second half. Be Stratford basketball to begin the second half. Once again, Stratford with a 24-17 lead. Girls game to follow this about 20 minutes after the completion of the boys game. Phillips comes in, one of the top teams in the Marywood Conference this year. Stratford basketball. Here's the alley-oop pass. A nice pass to Schiller. Shots up and good. Alley-oop pass to Braden Schiller. Nice pass by Wrench. Tigers come out quickly and get an easy basket, putting the lead back up to 9. Here's the pass underneath to Belon. Kicks it back outside to Maybe. Working it around to Hakinen. Hakinen shot, three-pointer's good. J.J. Hakinen with his first three-pointers. Now got 5 points on the evening. Lead down to 6. Just underway here in the second half. Boys-girls doubleheader. Here's Ashton Wrench, gives it back to Schiller. Schiller takes the drive and following. J.J. Hakinen with his first personal and first team foul in the second half. Here's the Tigers inbounds. Gives it back to Braden Schiller. Braden step back three, forced it. Rebound controlled by Seitz. Back out to Hadlock. Tigers set up their offense. Brady Schmidt, Hadlock. Wrench on the right wing. Gives it back to Seitz on the top of the circle. Now to Brady Schmidt. Turns and faces the basket. Three-pointer's good. Brady Schmidt, third three-pointer. Up to 9 points on the evening, and the Tigers stretch it out to a 9-point lead at 29-20. Just underway here in the second half. Here's Belon. Gives it back to Kulwicki. Now over to Hakinen. Tigers in their man-to-man defense. Nothing there on the cut. Looking inside for Hauschild. Guarded nicely by Hadlock. Here's the pass to Maybe. Turns, faces the basket. Double team. Pass back to Hakinen. Shot no good. Rebound comes off to Braden Schiller. Tigers quickly into their front court. Pass now underneath to Ashton Wrench. Going to work. Kicks it back to Braden Schiller. Long three-pointer. Off the front of the rim. No good. Hadlock saves it for the Tigers. It saves it off of Hakinen. It'll be Stratford ball. 15:58 remaining. Second half. Stratford with a 9-point lead. Here's Brady Schmidt. Three-pointer from the wing. Good again. Brady Schmidt. Two quick three-pointers. 32-20 now for the Tiger lead. Back up to 12. Here's the skip pass to Hauschild from the right wing. No good. Rebound controlled by Braden Schiller. Hands it to Wrench. Tigers bring it up quickly. Here's the pass up to Seitz. Tigers set up their offense. Seitz takes it to the basket, loses control underneath. Kick back to Brady Schmidt. His long three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Hauschild. A little bit out of his range. I was 3-4 feet behind the three-point line that time by Brady. But he's feeling it. He made 4 of them already so far tonight. Here's Belon. Step back two-pointer. Just inside the arc. Good. Nice looking shot. Nate Belon. Averaging 19 a game, up to 12 now. Here's Seitz. Gives it back to Braden Schiller. Off the front of the rim. No good. Maybe with the rebound. Hands it to Heikkinen. Hauschild to the baseline. Shots up. No good. Back to Belon. Long three-pointer, good. Nate Belon, long three-pointer. He's up to 15 points, and the lead's back down to 7. Tigers added up to 12 now. Now leads back down to 7. Here's the pass by Wrench, stolen away by Hallchild. And then these Tigers steal it back underneath the headlock, back to Seitz. Seitz skip past to Brady Schmidt. We're going to have a blocking foul. Dominic Maybe with his second foul. Tigers ball. 14-11 remaining here in the ballgame. Lead now down to 7 points. Very impressed with Nate Belon. Good-looking ball player for the Loggers. Here's Drew Brucewitz now into the game for the Tigers. Tigers working it around the perimeter in their motion offense. Nothing there. Here's a pass back to the top of the key to Wrench. Now Brucewitz gives it to Seitz in the corner. John looking for the cutters. Nothing there. Gives it to Schiller. Schiller trying to penetrate. Kick back to Seitz. Seitz's three-pointer, no good. A lot of three-pointers here for the Tigers early part of the second half. Rebound controlled by Maybe. Here's Heikkinen. Gives it up to Hallchild. Takes it hard to the basket. Shots up. Good. Drew Hallchild, 5 points on the night. Leads now down to 5. Here's the pass inside to Ashton Wrench. Ashton working against Heikkinen. Shots up. Good. Ashton Wrench up to 8 points on the evening. Tigers lead back out to 7 points. Here's Hallchild. Gives it up to Heikkinen. Three-pointer from the wing. No good. Rebound controlled by John Seitz. Shovels it out to Braden Schiller. Tigers bring it up. Brucewitz on the top of the key. Going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Here's Ashton Wrench going to work against the double team. Underneath, good. They got nobody to stop Ashton one-on-one underneath. 2 quick isolation setups for the Tigers. Back-to-back times down the court. And stretches the lead back out to 9 for the Tigers. Here's Kolwicki. Looks for the cutter, Belon. We're going to have a reach-in foul against John Seitz. That's John's third personal foul. Back into the game for the Tigers, Brady Schmidt along with Isaiah Hadlock. Coming out, Schiller and Seitz. Underneath, Loggers will in unbounds underneath their own basket. Here's the inbounds to Heikkinen. Back to Belon. Revac now into the game for the Loggers. Gives it to Maybe. Looking to penetrate, loses control. Pass out to Belon, long three-pointer, good. He get him one step, he's going to put it in. 17 points now. Nate Belon. Here's the Tigers bringing up. Give it to Ashton. Going to work again on Heikkinen. Takes him to the basket, no good. Rolls off the rim. Rebound controlled by Hallchild. Quickly up to Heikkinen, now Revac. From the wing. Rims out, no. Hallchild with the rebound. Here's Hallchild, long three-pointer. Rebound to Maybe, back to Heikkinen, and his three-pointer, good. J.J. Heikkinen. Tigers going to take a timeout. Lead down to 3, 11:31. Take a quick timeout and a message from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Partners Bank, better together. We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
All right, back here at Stratford High School, 11:31 remaining in the boys game. 2 3-point baskets, one by Heikkinen and one by Beelan, cut the Tiger lead from 12, now down to 3 at 36-33. Brusewitz brings it up for the Tigers. Here's Brady Schmidt. Tigers back in their motion offense, nothing there. Kick back to Brady Schmidt, long three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Zaleski. Loses control. And we're going to have a timeout called by Stratford, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Heartland Farms is a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many variety of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. They are currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. All right. Tigers holding a 36-33 lead. Second half, Phillips has come out and nailed 4 3-pointers to start the second half. 2 each by Nate Bilan and J.J. Heikkinen to cut the lead that was up to 12, now down to 3 points. After the timeout, it'll be the Tigers' ball underneath their own basket. Brusewitz to inbounds for the Tigers. Here's the inbounds. Brady Schmidt kicks it back to Wrench. Now Hadlock. Hadlock looking inside for Zaleski, but nothing there. Tigers now back into their motion cutting offense. Here's a skip pass to Brusewitz. Goes hard to the basket. Shot off balance and good. Drew Brusewitz. First 2 points of the night. Bumps the lead back up to 5. Here's the pass stolen away by Ashton Wrench. Goes to the basket hard, shots up, no good. Battle underneath for the rebound, controlled by Heikkinen. Gives it up to Beelan. Hauschild. Tigers back into their half-court trap that gave Phillips fits in the first half, and the first time down the floor, second half, against the zone trap. Bad pass out of bounds, turnover. Tigers basketball, 38-33 lead. 10-24 remaining in the second half. Here's Brusewitz crossing the timeline. Gives it up to Hadlock. Isaiah looking for the cutter. Nothing there. Here's Braden Schiller. Gives it to Zaleski. Now Brusewitz. Cutter through the lane is Schmidt. Back to Braden Schmidt. Schiller, excuse me. Takes it to the basket. Shot off balance is good. Braden Schiller. 9 points on the evening. Tigers stretch their lead back from 3 after the timeout before, now up to 7. Tigers still back into that half-court trap. Heikkinen around the top. Gives to Hauschild, now inside to Beelan. At the free throw line, turns and shoots and nails it. 10 points in the first half, now 10 points in the second half for Nate Beelan. 20 points. Here's the Tigers cutter underneath his Hadlock. Off bound. Shot no good. He controls his own rebound. Gives it back to Brusewitz. Brusewitz looking to penetrate, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Rivak. That's his second personal. Third team foul against the Loggers here in the second half. Tigers ball underneath their own basket. Drew Brusewitz to inbounds for the Tigers. Looks for cutters, nothing there, gives it to Zaleski. Back to Brusewitz. Pick and roll, nothing there, gives it back to Braden. Here's Brady Schmidt, a long three-pointer, good. Wow. third three-pointer here in the second half. Fifth three-point made basket tonight for Brady Schmidt. 15 points. Tiger lead now back up to 8. Here's the half-court trap. Heikkinen working against, gives it to Maybe. Zaleski on the top of the Tigers. Here's the pass. Knocked away but controlled to Beeline. His shot's up and good. The kid doesn't miss. Get an open shot, he's not going to miss it. 22 points. Here's Bruzewicz. Skip pass underneath Schiller. Foul on Dominic Maybe. Dominic's third personal foul. Going to the free throw line for the Tigers will be Schiller. 80% free throw shooter on the season for the Tigers. 16 for 20. Here's Braden's first free throw. It's up and good. Ten points now for Braden on the evening. Here's his second free throw. Second free throw is good. Back to an 8-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Riak. Looks to drive. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Heikkinen. Now to Hauschild. Pass underneath to Riak. Kicks it back to Maybe in the corner. Shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by Ashton Wrench. Hands it to Drew Bruzewicz. Brings it across the timeline. Sights. Looking for the cutter. Nothing there. Kicks it back to Ashton. Bruzewicz in the corner to Schiller. Skip pass to Ashton Wrench. Gives it back to Schiller. Schiller looking, nothing there. Off balance, shot good. Braden Schiller feeling it a little bit. 8 points the second half, up to 13 on the night. Tigers stretch their lead back to 10. 7:28 remaining in the ball game here. Here's Bilan, guarded closely by Seitz. Here's the cutter through the lane. He was open, but they didn't see him early enough. Hauschild, maybe takes it to the basket. Goes up strong, nothing there. Rebound controlled by Drew Bruzewicz. Gives it to Braden Schiller. Cutter through the lane, not there. Skip pass to Bruzewicz, working against Rivak. Nothing there. Tries to get it inside to Seitz. Turnover against the Tigers. Heikkinen underneath, shot up and good, and a foul. Foul is on Wrench. His first personal foul. Second team foul on the Tigers. Peyton Glenn and Isaiah Hadlock back into the game for the Tigers. Tigers with an 8-point lead, 6:43 remaining. Second half. Remember to stay tuned to us for the girls game about 20 minutes after the completion. Phillips girls taking on the Stratford Tigers. 3-point free throw. We got a timeout. With the timeout, take a message from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stone shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
All right, Dan Leonard, Gavin Zolik back here at Stratford High School. thank you for joining us here on Zaleski Sports for Marywood Conference Boys Basketball. 6:43 remaining in the game. Stratford 47, Phillips Loggers 40. Stratford basketball. Ashton Wrench brings it across past the sights, now to Schiller. Tigers in their back to their motion offense. Here's the pass to sights. This time we're looking inside for post up by Schiller, but not there. Tigers swing it around the baseline. Sights takes it hard to the basket. Layup good. Nice motion offense and basket by John Sights. Here's Loggers quickly down. Long three-pointer off the rim. No good. Hadlock controls the rebound. Shot was open. Reebok just couldn't nail it. Tigers control. Back to their offense. Ball doesn't touch the floor. Just catch it, swing it, and pass it. Here's a pass inside underneath the Wrench. Goes up strong, misses the layup. No good, controlled by Beelan. 5:45 remaining. Tigers with a 9-point lead. Loggers basketball. Here's the pass to Reebok. Back to Hauschild. Hauschild looking to drive. Goes baseline, shot, reverse layup, good. Nice move. Drew Hauschild. 8 points on the night. Lead now back down to 7. Here's a steal. Nate Beelan goes in. Layup is good. It's been a game of run. The Tigers quickly take a timeout. With the timeout, we'll take a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
All right, back here at Stratford High School, 5:15 remaining in the game. Phillips with 2 quick baskets knocked the lead back down to 5 points at 49-44. Coach Schmidt from Stratford with a quick timeout. Tigers basketball. Once again, a reminder, we have the girls' game to follow. Boys-girls doubleheader here tonight. Ashton Wrench brings it up, gives it to Schiller at the top of the post. Turns and faces Beelan, nothing there. Tigers are going to work it around the perimeter. Looking for a cutter or a post-up. Here's the kick back to Brady Schmidt. Long three-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Hauschild. Quickly up the court, Reebok. Heikkinen. Hauschild, cutter underneath. Working against Schmidt, but it's Reebok with nothing there. He dribbles back out. Here's Kolwicki in the corner. Nothing there. Hauschild gets it underneath the Kolwicki. Turns and faces the basket. No good. Rebound controlled by Braden Schiller of the Tigers. 4:20 now with Stratford with a 5-point lead. Here's Hadlock. Ashton looking for the cutter. Back to Schiller. Wide open from the top of the key. Good. Braden Schiller gets a good look at it that long. He's going to nail it. $16 points now on the night for Schiller. Bumps the lead back up to 8. Here's the drive by Hauschild. We're going to have a foul called on Isaiah Hadlock from the Tigers. His second personal foul. Team's third personal foul. It'll be the Loggers basketball underneath their own basket. 3:51 remaining. Stratford with a 52-44 lead. Back into the game for the Tigers. Replacing Hadlock will be Drew Brusewitz. Inbounds pass comes to Beelan. Gives it to Heikkinen. Drives the baseline. Pass outside. Knocked away and stolen by the Tigers. Turnover, Phillips. Wrench gives it to Sights. Sights takes it hard to the basket. And we're going to have a player control foul on Sights. 4th personal on John. fourth team foul against the Tigers. It'll be Phillips basketball, 3:36 remaining. Stratford holding on to an 8-point lead, 52-44. Here's Maybe, Hauschild, back to Beelan. Heikkinen, back, pass stolen away by the Tigers. Brady Schmidt gives it to Ashton Wrench, kicks it back. And Tigers lose control and recovered by Beelan, who gives it to Heikkinen. Bad turnover by the Tigers without getting a shot and an 8-point lead. Here's Maybe. Heikkinen, Beelan. Beelan working against Seitz, nothing there. Here's the pass knocked away by Seitz, out of bounds. Be Loggers basketball. 2:59 remaining. Tigers with an 8-point lead. Tigers in their man-to-man defense. Here's Maybe. Hauschild, cutters Beelan to the basket, loses control, off balance. Rebound controlled by Brusewitz, and Tigers bring it up across the timeline. Brady Schmidt was knocked to the floor pretty hard by Beelan. Looks like Brady's going to have to come out of the game. Looked like Schmidt was setting a pick and Beelan just ran through it. No harm, no foul. Maybe a little harm. Can't tell it any differently to Brady Schmidt right now. But Tigers basketball, 8-point lead. Here's Braden, gives it back to Ashton. Brusewitz. Tigers playing, catch them back into their motion offense. Looking to run some clock. Wrench, Brusewitz, Schiller looks to penetrate. Kick back outside to Brusewitz. Here's Isaiah Hadlock. Here's Ashton Wrench. Looking to penetrate, not there, gives it to Seitz. Back to Wrench. 1:52 remaining in the ball game. Here's Seitz, takes it hard to the basket. And now we're going to have a foul called on J.J. Heikkinen. Heikkinen with his second foul. Team's fifth team foul. No bonus. Tigers ball underneath their basket. 8-point lead, 1:45 remaining. Tigers basketball. Brusewitz to inbounds for the Tigers. Gives it to Hadlock. Back to Brusewitz. Brevac with the foul. His third personal, 6th foul. Still no. Be timeout called by Phillips. With the timeout, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Dan Leonard along with Gavin Zolik back here at Stratford High School. 1:41 remaining in the boys game. Stratford with a 52-44 lead and the basketball. Tigers been running some clock here. We're going to get into a free throw situation here shortly. Here's the foul against Hauschild. His first personal. Tigers will go to the line. John Seitz to shoot for the Tigers. John is probably Stratford's weakest free throw shooter at 46% on the season. John steps up to their line. First free throw's up, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound control by the Loggers. Here's Hakinen taking it hard to the basket, nothing there. Kicks it out to Rivak in the corner. Three-pointer's good. His first basket of the night. We're down to a 6-point lead. Now we have a foul. J.J. Hakinen with his third personal. Headed to the line this time for the Tigers is Ashton Wrench, a 68% free throw shooter versus a 46% shooter. Here's Peyton. His first free throw's up. Good. Ashton Wrench. Second free throw by Ashton is good. Lead back up to 8 points. 1:12 remaining in the ball game here tonight. Here's Hakinen looking for Beelan. Gets it, goes up with the jump shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound control by Seitz. Gives it to Schiller, who hands it off to Wrench. Down to 55 seconds remaining. And we're going to have a foul against Hakinen. That's his fourth personal foul. Back to the free throw line for the Tigers is Ashton Wrench, just there a moment ago. Made two. Here's the free throw up. Rolls around the rim and in. 3 for 3 on the line. Tigers 5 for 5 from the line for the game. 5 for 6, excuse me. Here's Wrench's second free throw. That's good. Lead back up to 10. 50 seconds remaining. Loggers quickly up the court. Gives to back to Beelan. Hakinen in the corner. We're going to have a foul on Seitz, and that's going to be number 5 on John. Brady Schmidt checks into the game, replacing John Seitz. Seitz falls out with 4 points on the night. Loggers basketball, still not in the bonus. Here's the inbounds pass to Maybe. Back to Hakinen. Maybe's pass to the wing is out of bounds. It'll be Tigers ball. 33.9. Stratford with a 10-point lead. Tigers get it inbounds to Ashton. Working against Heikkinen. Back to Brady Schmidt. Hadlock. Drew Bruzewitz. Tigers back into their motion. Brady Schmidt. Bruzewitz. Hadlock. Wrench. Tigers just going to run the clock out at this point. 10-point lead. We're down to 10 seconds. Bruzewitz gives it to Hadlock. That's the ball game. Final score: Stratford 56, Phillips Loggers 46. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the boys game. The girls game, the doubleheader here. Try to get a word in with head coach Kurt Schmidt. Pick a Tiger player of the game. In the meantime, we're going to take a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference boys basketball here on Zaleski Sports. Now stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties, and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
All right, we're back here with our Nasonville Dairy post-game player of the game, Brady Schmidt from the Tigers. 5 3-pointers, good for 15 points. Brady, you had it going again tonight.
Yeah, it's just the case where I was getting my feet set, I was getting shot ready again, and I was coming off the screens ready to shoot the ball, and thankfully, like the guys that were setting the screen hit my guy, and I got some open looks tonight.
They played a lot tougher game, I think, than we all expected to. We couldn't really get into our offense very much in the first half. Second half, things settled down. We were able to score with more easier baskets.
Yeah, they played great defense. They knocked down some shots early on. That number 24, he was hot tonight, and even with a hand in his face, he knocked down some shots. So that's just how basketball goes. Luckily, we stayed in the game, and we came out with the dub tonight.
So I know after the holiday tournament, we had some pretty tough games during the tournament. Now we've won 3 out of 4. It's starting to feel like things are starting to click a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. In practice, we're running good offense. I think as a team, we're getting better playing together with each other, and we're getting some good continuity, so hopefully we can keep that going for next week.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck down the road.
Thank you. I'm Brady Schmidt, and I'm in the house.
Perfect. Thank you. Nice job.
I'm ready when you are, because you got it.
Let me know when you're ready. All right, back here with Kurt Schmidt, head coach of the Stratford Tigers. After a 56-46 victory over the Loggers, Coach probably didn't get into the scheme of things as quickly as we wanted to tonight, but I think Phillips played some pretty good defense.
Yeah, I thought they played a pretty good game, but I do like how we moved the ball in offense. We shot almost 50% on the game. We're 40% from the three-point line. We're over. I think we're 50-ish on 2-point field goals. So I was happy with our offensive movement. But Phillips has a couple pretty good players, and one of them we shut down pretty good. He comes off the bench. He shoots 46% from the three-point line. Number 14, that lefty, nice shooter. Go ahead.
Nice balance by our team tonight. Braden with 16, Brady with 15, and Ashton with 14. That's good balance.
Yeah, it is good balance, and let's not forget the job that our other guys did, setting them up. We started hitting some shots, and then guys were getting some of those guys open, and then they were doing a good job. We were trying to isolate Ashton in the post so he could. He's really improved and done a good job there. Braden's done a good job there. I'm pretty proud of the overall effort of the team.
I thought Ashton could have shot a few times more underneath where he kicked it out for three-pointers.
Yep.
He's got to start taking it to the hole a little bit, maybe.
Yep, and he's doing a good job. And you're right. I thought he could have probably went up even a hair more, but he's playing well as a team, and the guys pulled off. I think it's not an easy win. They're a tough team to battle because they got some guys that can put the ball in the hole.
So after a tough Christmas tournament, a couple really good teams in here you played. We lost. Owen Withy has a nice ball club, Wausau East, with real good size. Now we've come back after the holidays and won 3 out of 4. I feel like we're starting to get a little bit more better rhythm.
Well, we're definitely getting more rhythm offensively, no doubt about it. Defensively, we struggled on the boards tonight. That's a concern. But I thought we did a good job managing the ball, meaning we didn't let them get in the lane real easily. We trapped the post. We made them kick it out. But the problem is they hit a shot and missed, and then we weren't rebounding, and that's. But to answer your question legitimately, we got some tough games coming up again. We play like 9-10 games this year against ranked opponents.
Yeah.
So it's a tough schedule.
The 1-3-1 zone press or zone defense trap right before halftime. They like 4 straight trips down the floor, threw the ball away, turnovers, and we were able to bounce it out to 10. Then they cut it down to 6 right before half.
Yeah, they got a rebound putback at the end there that hurt pretty bad. But yeah, the 1-3-1, Henry Zaleski really does a good job on the top of it. We ran it a little bit at the end of our Assumption game, and he did a phenomenal job on the top. We don't run it all the time because you're trying to fit your personnel. Not everybody can play every spot, so that's why we don't do it all the time. But they started to crack the code a little bit at times, hitting some cutters, and so we tried to keep them off balance a little bit. Actually, we rebounded better out of the 1-3-1 than we did our man, and our man is supposed to be a better rebounding defense because you have a body, you turn around and check them off. Kind of funny how that works.
So what's up for the Tigers coming up?
Well, we got Auburndale Tuesday, and that'll be they're ranked, they're having a great season, they're a phenomenal team, and we just gotta play our best, play our hardest, and hopefully we have fun in the process.
Congratulations on the wood. Thank you for your time, and good luck next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, wrapping things up here for the Stratford Tigers. Braden Schiller, 16 points. Brady Schmidt, 15 points. Ashton Wrench, 14 points. Good all-around balance at the top for the Tigers. Henry Zaleski chipped in with 5 points. John Seitz with 4 points. And 2 points for Drew Brzezowicz for the total of 56. For the Phillips Loggers, they were a one-man team. Nate Bilan, 24 points. J.J. Hakinen had 11 points. Drew Hauschild, 8 points. Braden Reebok, a 3-pointer. And Dominic Maybe with 2. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of our girls' game and get caught up on the preview for that game. Once again, thank you, and stay tuned for the game 2 of our boys and girls doubleheader against the Loggers.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Second game of our doubleheader between the Phillips Loggers and the Stratford Tigers. Second game around will be the girls' chance. This time, Phillips Loggers comes in with very strong 12-1 overall record, 8-1 in the Marywood North Conference. Stratford at 7-7 overall, and 3-5 in the Marywood South. Phillips is led in scoring by three-year starter, averaging 16.8 points per game, Casey Egerbrick, followed by Matea Eckert at 16.5 points a game. The Loggers come in averaging 72.4 points per game, an offensive juggernaut, giving up only 44 points a game. The Phillips Loggers are shooting 47% field goal percentage from the floor, 29% from three-point land, and 61% from the free throw line. Stratford Tigers, meanwhile, they're led in scoring by their senior all-conference performer last year, Lauren Krause, at 9.8 points per game. Bailey Linsmeyer at 8 points per game. Tessa Berg at 7.6. And three-year starter Lexi Christofferson at 6.7 points a game. Tigers are averaging 44 points a game and giving up 43 points a game. Tigers shooting 40% from field goal percentage line, 24% from the three-point line, and 57% from the free throw line. As I mentioned, Loggers are 12-1. Their only loss on the season thus far has been to a very strong and undefeated, or not undefeated, but very strong one-loss Wisconsin Rapids Assumption team. So they're well-juiced. They've been making a run in the WIAA tournament the last couple of years. Made it, I believe, to state either last year or the year prior. So the coach Mike Egerbrecht has got things on the roll for the Phillips girls basketball program. Take a quick word from one of our sponsors before we get started with the player introductions. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball with Dan Leonard and Gavin Zolig here on Zalesson Sports.
You can start your 4-year degree locally and get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams, saving you money, and giving you a well-rounded academic and social experience with student housing, clubs, sports, and leadership opportunities. With NTC's liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison, North Central Technical College. Transferability made easy.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
We'll get you some water. Go for it. Is it open? Yeah. It's yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stratford High School for a Maryland crossover doubleheader. For game number 2, your matchup features from the north, the Phillips Loggers. And from the south, your Stratford Tigers. Stratford High School, Phillips High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is privileged with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. The enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. At this time, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hat, and place your hand over your heart as we honor America, those currently defending our freedom, and all veterans with the playing of the national anthem. Huge thank you to all past, current, and future servicemen and women. Now, the starting lineup for the visiting Loggers. And junior, number 3, Casey Egger. And sophomore, number 4, Sarah Mack. Sophomore number 10, Matea Eckert. The senior number 32, Elsa Slaughter. And the junior number 52, Brooke Eckert. Along with head coach by Mike Ingram and assisted by Eric Johnson. I had 13. And now, Tiger fans, let's get loud. Here's the starting lineup for Stratford Tigers. Starting at guard, a 5'6", senior number 3, Ella Heitman. Starting at forward, up 5'9", senior number 11, Tessa Bird. Starting at forward, up 5'10", senior number 12, Lauren Gross. Starting at guard, up 5'6", senior number 13, Bailey Lindsmeyer. Then starting at guard, up 5'6", senior number 22, Lexi Christopherson. The head coach of the Stratford Tigers, Kenny Christopherson.
Stratford comes in with a record of 7-7. Phillips Loggers is a very strong outfit, 12-1. Very much quickness, the key to the Loggers' attack, up and down the court. well-tuned, well-oiled machine, the Loggers are. Doing the tipping for the Tigers will be number 12, Lauren Kraus, going against Elsa Schluter. Quickly controlled by Loggers, and an easy layup for Eckert. Matea Eckert puts the Loggers on top. Here's the full court press, stolen away by the Loggers. Eckert gives it over to Egerbrecht. Into Brooke Eckert. Back to Schluter. Schluter goes to the hole, puts a shot up, good. Elsa Schluter quickly 4-0. Here's the inbounds pass, once again stolen away. Skip pass over to Egerbrecht, and it's 6-0 quickly. Another turnover. Knack shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Eckert, and we're not even at 49 seconds into the game, and Phillips, 8 quick points. Stratford can't control the pressure. 8-0 jump, 49 seconds into the game. We'll keep it right here. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Quick timeout by the Tigers. Loggers jump out to a quick 8-0 lead. First 49 seconds of the game. Tigers basketball, full court. Here's the pass and bounce to Kraus. Gives it back to Christofferson. Pass now up to Tessaberg. Gives it back to Heidman. Tigers finally get a chance to set up their offense. Christofferson. Pass stolen away by Eggert. Gives it up ahead to Matea. Eckert shot no good. Rebound controlled by Lauren Kraus. Lauren brings it up, gives it back to Christofferson. Lexi back to Heidman. Tigers passing it around the top of the perimeter. Now get it underneath the Lauren. Here's the shot by Heidman. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound controlled by Egerbrecht. Gives it up to Knack. Pass inside, nice pass to Brooke Eckert. Shot up and good. Here's the inbounds pass against the press, back to Kraus. Gets it ahead to Heidman. Trying to get it back to Kraus, stolen away by the Loggers. Quickly down the court is Egerbrecht with a quick basket. 12-0. Here's the pass. Christofferson gives it back to Linsmeyer. Her 3-point shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Heidman. Gives it to Kraus. Lauren takes it to the basket and good. Lauren Kraus puts the Tigers on the board at 12-2. Here's the pass underneath the Egerbrecht. Casey, 6 points here early in the first half. Inbounds pass to Kraus. Gives it to Heidman. Breaks the pressure. Quickly up forward to the Tigers. Get it back to Kraus. Now to Christofferson. Back to Linsmeyer. Linsmeyer takes it to the lane. Goes up for shot and blocked by Brooke Eckert. Back to Tessa Berg, who's a little 5-foot shot. Rolls off the rim. No good. Controlled by Brooke Eckert. Loggers set up their offense probably for the first time. Here's the pass in the corner to Matea. She takes it to the hole. Foul on the floor, no shot. Foul's going to be on Bailey Linsmeyer for the Tigers. Her first personal foul. It'll be Loggers basketball underneath their own basket. Here's the inbounds pass. Takes it to the hole and good. Brooke Eckert. Here's Lauren, brings it across the timeline, takes it to the free throw line, kicks it back to Tessaberg. Tessaberg shot up and good. 16-4, Loggers lead. 4:30 remaining here in the first half. Here's Knack. Back to Matea Eckert. Gives it to Brooke Eckert. Turns, kicks back to Knack. Her jump shot's no good. Lauren Kraus with the rebound. Gives it to Christofferson. Quickly over to Taiwan to Heidman. Back to Kraus. Kraus with a turnover. Stolen away by Brooke Eckert. Gives it ahead. Here's the pass back to Eckert. No good. Rebound controlled underneath. Good. Brooke Eckert. Timeout by the Stratford Tigers. This is a 30-second commercial, so we'll keep it here. Purple Mountain Solutions, your go-to for public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Phillips 18, Stratford 4. $13:57 here remaining in the opening half. Here's inbounds pass to Kraus. Gives it back to Christofferson. Heidman, Kraus. Tigers working it around the perimeter. Now gets it over to Linsmar. Pass inside to Yoder. Daisy Yoder. Shot was blocked and taken away. Controlled by the Loggers. Matea Eckert loses control and the ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be Stratford ball. Lauren Kraus brings it across the timeline, gives it back to Christofferson. Now over to Heidman. Heidman looking around, back to Christofferson, back to Heidman. Pass to Linsmeyer right through her hands, and now we're going to have a foul on Bailey Linsmeyer. Daisy Yoder with the personal foul. Her first personal, Stratford's second team foul. Some discussion by the referees as to who the foul was on.
Number 13.
The foul was changed from Yoder back to Linsmeyer. That was the correct call. So she has two personal fouls. Phillips basketball. Brooke Eckert, top of the free throw line, turns, kicks it in the corner, shot up and good. Sarah Knack. Pass quickly up court to Daisy Yoder, takes it strong to the basket, blocked, controlled by Eckert, Brooke Eckert. Pass way ahead up to Egerbrecht, goes in for the basket, good. Here's the pass up to Daisy Yoder. Gives it into Lauren. Lauren takes it to the basket, shot up, partially deflected by Brooke Eckert, controlled by the Loggers. Knack gives it to Matea Eckert, now to Brooke Eckert. Matea takes it to the hole, kicks it outside, shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Brooke. Gives it back to Sarah Knack. Knack shot up, no good. Tigers Sailor Kaufman with the rebound, now into the game. Gives it to Christofferson. Here's the pass to Lauren Kraus. Dribbles inside, nothing there, kicks it backside. Here's Lexi Christofferson with the three-pointer, that's good. Lexi Christofferson with her first three-point made basket. Phillips 22, Stratford 7, 11:50 here remaining in the first half. Brooke gets the ball and turns and goes to the hole, and there's a foul called on Daisy Yoder. Her first personal. Third team foul against the Tigers. 11:47 remaining. 22-7 lead for the Loggers. Inbounds pass. Gets it back to Egbrecht. Knack looking for the skip pass to Matea. Matea drives the baseline, kicks it back outside to Schluter. Schluter loses control, controlled by Picked up and controlled by Lauren Kraus, who brings it across the timeline for the Tigers. Back to Christofferson. Kaufman inside to Yoder. Yoder shot up, no good. Lauren Kraus with the rebound, and she's shots up, and she's fouled. Brooke Eckert with her first personal. Lauren Kraus is going to go to the line. Lauren, a 63% free throw shooter on the season thus far for the Tigers. Her first shot up is good. Lauren averaging just under 10 points a game for the Tigers. She is the Tigers' leading scorer. Here's the second one up, straight through. 2 free throws, good for Lauren. Kraus makes the score Phillips 22, Stratford 9. Here's Egerbrecht looking inside to Brooke. Gives it back to Timmers. Timmers loses it out of bounds. Beats Stratford ball on the turnover. Christofferson brings it up for the Tigers. Gives it to Heidman, now Kraus. Skip pass to Egerbrecht. Christofferson. Shot up by Kaufman is no good and controlled by Timmers. Got 2 players with both their head coach being, and I got him wrong twice already. Here's the kickback. Shot up, no good by Matea. Rebound controlled by Brooke underneath, turns and puts it in. 10 first half points for Brooke Eckert. Makes it 24-9 Phillips. 10:30 remaining till halftime. Here's Christofferson, dribbles to the free throw line, shots up, no good. Rebound controlled by Tessa Berg, her shot's up, no good. On the hustle is Sailor Kaufman, and she is fouled by Brooke Eckert. That's going to be Brooke's second personal foul. Hallie Lehman now into the game for Brooke Eckert. Here's the inbounds pass to Lauren Kraus. She goes up with her shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Schluter. Gives it to Matea. Eckert dribbles all the way around, and now she's going to be fouled by Sailor Kaufman. Sailor's first personal foul. Tigers' 4th team foul. Ashley Hollett's now into the game for the Tigers, replacing Sailor Kaufman. Phillips ball underneath their own basket. Here's the inbounds pass to Egerbrecht. Gives it back to Schluter, no good. She gets her own rebound. Kicks it back outside. Here's the 3-point shot by Matea, no good. Rebound controlled by Timmers. Gives it back to Egerbrecht. Haley Lehman looking for something. Kicks it back to Matea, kind of out of control. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Stratford basketball. A little bit out of control there, both teams. Ball rolls out of bounds. It beats Stratford ball. 9:35 remaining. First half. Phillips 24, Stratford 9. Kraus gives it back to Heidman, to Christofferson. Now inside to Kraus. Kraus turns and gets it to Tessa Berg. Back outside to Christofferson. Lexi loses control of it. Stolen away by Matea. Matea goes in on the drive and is fouled by Christofferson. That's Lexi's first personal foul. Matea Eckert to the free throw line. So far this year, she's an 86% free throw shooter. Outstanding. First one's up and good. Second one by Matea Eckert. Straight through, never hit the rim on either shot. Bounces the lead out. 26-9. Loggers lead. Half court pressure. Tigers still looking to get it underneath. Kraus gives it to Berg. Back to Hollitz. Her shot's up. Knocked out of bounds on the rebound by Casey Egerbrecht. Stratford basketball underneath their own basket. Christofferson looking, gets it into Kraus. Back to Heidman. Back out. Christofferson from the corner. Good. Lexi for three. Her second three-pointer. Brings the lead back down to 14 for the Loggers. 8:45 remaining here in the first half. Shot in the corner, no good. Rebound brought down by Lauren Kraus. Quickly brings it up. Gives it back to Christofferson. Here's Kraus. Kraus on the three-pointer, off the front of the rim, rolls out. Rebound controlled by Lehman. Back up to Casey Egerbrecht. Her pass down to Matea Eckert. Off her hand and out of bounds. Turnover against the Loggers. 8:23 remaining here in the first half. Phillips 26, Stratford 12. Marywood Conference Girls North-South crossover game. Ella Heidman brings it up for the Tigers. Gives it back to Christofferson. Phillips in a 1-2-2 defense. Lawrence shot up, no good. Rebound control by Casey Egbrecht. Long pass down to Sarah Knack. Kicks it back outside. Here's Egbrecht on a three-point shot, no good. Now we're going to have a rebounding foul against Sarah Knack. Her first personal, third team foul against the Loggers. 7:57 remaining here in the first half. Back into the lineup for the Tigers, Bailey Linsmeyer replacing Tessa Berg for the Tigers. Heidman brings it up. Here's Kraus back to Christofferson. Her three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Knack. Gives it to Matea Eckert. Back to Knack. Egerbrecht looking to drive. Leaves it off. Now it's Casey in the corner. Shot up, no good. A little flat on her shot. Rebound controlled by Egerbrecht. And we're going to have a reach-in foul against Timmers. Kendra Timmers with her first personal. Fourth team foul against the Loggers. Here's Stratford. Get it into the Lauren. Lauren turns, kicks it in the corner, tipped out of bounds. It'll be Stratford ball underneath their own basket. 7:17 remaining here before halftime. 14-point lead for the Loggers. Here's the inbounds pass back to Kraus. Heidman now in the corner to Christofferson. Her three-pointer's good. Lexi with her third three-pointer in the first half knocks it down to a 11-point lead for the Loggers. Egerbrecht gives it to Matea. Back to Casey. Casey holding it, looking to penetrate. Gives it back to Timmers. Three seconds in a lane violation against the Loggers. Be Stratford ball. Stratford basketball. Here's Lauren, takes it strong to the basket, goes up with a layup, missed it. Brooke Eckert with the rebound. Good move by Lauren, just didn't finish it. Eckert with two personal fouls, kind of let her go by her, but. And now Brooke Eckert's going to get an illegal screen foul called against her. That'll be her third personal foul. Her third personal foul, 6:19 remaining. Since she's gone out of the game, the Tigers have cut the lead from 20 down to 11 here. Stratford basketball gets it into Kraus. Lauren turns, kicks it back to Christofferson. Now Heidman looking, now we're in the corner. Linsmeyer with the corner shot. No good, off the back of the iron. Rebound controlled, and now we're going to have a foul call against Ella Heidman for the Tigers. Stratford's 6th team foul. Loggers will shoot the rest of the first half. 11-point lead. Loggers basketball. Casey Egerbrook, top of the distance side, the top of the key, no good. Rebounder was controlled by Schluter. Gives it back to Casey, and she nails a three-pointer. .14 now. Point lead for the Loggers. Back into their half-court zone defense. Passes inside to Kraus. She takes it to the hole. Out of bounds. Lost her bounce. Missed the shot. Here's the kickback three-pointer. No good. Rebound controlled by Lauren Kraus to the Tigers. 14-point lead by the Loggers. 5:10 remaining here in the first half. Tigers looking to cut into this lead here before halftime. Here's the pass inside to Lauren. She kicks it back outside to Christofferson. Her three-pointer's up. Good. Lexi Christofferson with her fourth three-pointer. 12 points in the first half. Cuts it down to an 11-point lead again. Here's Knack. Three-pointer up, no good by Casey Egerbrecht. Tigers control. Just pass over to Heidman. Back to Christofferson in the corner. Ashley Howitz gives it to Kraus. Back to Heidman. Heidman's long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Ashley Howitz to Christofferson, no good. And now we're going to have a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to the Tigers. 11-point lead, 4:20 for the Loggers. Here's the inbounds pass to Lauren Kraus. Takes it strong to the hole. Short on her shot. Rebound controlled by Schluter. Gives it to Matea all the way to the hole. Shot up good. Matea Eckert, 6 points now in the first half. 13-point lead, 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Christofferson goes in the corner to Ashley Howitz. Timeout, Stratford. And with that timeout, we're going to take a quick message. You're listening to Marywood Conference Girls Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Now more than ever, it's crucial for your business to be able to ship your products safely and efficiently, both near and far. Purple Mountain Solutions is your local specialist for logistics and supply chain management in both public and private sectors. Bringing years of leadership, excellent attention to detail, and a dedication to the job at hand is what keeps Purple Mountain Solutions the leader in transportation, logistics, supply chain management, and warehousing. Get your products right where they need to be and put your trust in a business you can trust. Purple Mountain Solutions.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
All right, back here at Stratford High School, Dan Leonard along with producer Gavin Zolik. Thank you for joining us here on Zaleski Sports. Stratford timeout. 31-18 lead for the Loggers. Stratford basketball. Here's the pass inside to Linsmeyer. She goes up with a shot and she's going to be fouled. Lily Meyer with her first personal. Going to the line for the Tigers, Bailey Linsmeyer. First free throw's up. Rolls around the rim, no good. Bailey, a 58% free throw shooter on the season. Here's her second one up. That one much better, looking straight through. 1 out of 2 at the line. Cuts the lead down to 12 at 31-19 with 3:50 remaining here in the first half. Here's Matea Eckert, takes it to the hole, shot up, no good. Lauren Kraus goes up strong with the rebound. Brings it up all by herself, goes straight to the hole, no good. Gets her own rebound, no good, and she's fouled. Good hustle by Lauren Kraus. Elsa Schluter with the foul. Kraus to the line, shooting 2. Here's Lauren's first free throw. Up and good. Lauren 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Here's her second one. Line drive off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Knack. Gives it to Matea Eckert, brings it across for the Loggers. Clock down to 3:25 here in the first half. Sarah Knack gives it to Casey Egerbrecht. Here's a pass underneath to Miller. Shot was no good. Tigers control the rebound. Heidman gives it to Christofferson. Pass all the way down the court to Ashley Howitz. Ashley looks to dribble, loses control, then a turnover against the Tigers. Here's Casey Egerbrecht. Gives it back to Matea. Matea looks to get a pass inside off the back of the backboard. Tigers control. 3:40. Christofferson back to Heidman. Down to Kraus. Lauren looks, turns, gets it underneath to Lensmeyer. She goes up with the shot, and there's a foul. Foul's going to be on Matea Eckert, her first personal foul. Here's the free throw by Lensmeyer. It's good. 2 for 3 on the line. Here's the second free throw up. Lensmeyer, no good. I think they changed who the foul was called on before, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'll get it straight at halftime. Anyway, Loggers basketball, 2:19. Here's stolen away by Heidman. Goes all the way to the hole, shot up, and she's going to be fouled by Casey Egerbrecht. Casey Egerbrecht with her first personal foul. Back to the free throw line for the Tigers, Ella Heidman. Here's the free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Here's the second free throw. That one's off the back of the rim, no good. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Tessa Berg. It'll be Phillips basketball. Inadvertent horn, they'll try it over. Phillips ball, 21-31. Phillips 10-point lead, 2:12 remaining here in the first half. Kind of a ragged last couple minutes. Casey Egerbrecht against Heidman, takes it to the hole. And we have a foul on Heidman. To the free throw line for a bonus, Casey Egerbrecht. 81% free throw shooter. The Loggers are a fantastic free throw shooting team. Here's a free throw up, off the front of the rim, no good. Controlled by the Tigers. Here's Christofferson, gives it to Howitz. Back to Christofferson. Now to Linsmeyer, looking inside to Kraus. Skips a pass to Ashley Hollis. Pass, shots up, no good. Strong rebound by Kraus, taken away by Hollis. Nice hustle by Ashley. Gives it to Tessa Berg, who gives it back outside to Christofferson. Her three-pointer was up, off the rim, no good. Wide open three-pointer. This time it's controlled by the Loggers. Casey brings it up, goes all the way to the hole, layup, no good. Rebound controlled by Lauren Kraus. Leaves it for Lexi Christofferson, brings it across the timeline. Now to Linsmeyer. Lost control of the ball, taken away by Matea all the way to the line, to the goal. Layup is good. Matea Eckert up to 8 points here in the first half. Lead back out to 12. There's a reach-in foul on Schluter. Her second personal foul. Did a double bonus for Lauren. Here's her first free throw up. Line shot, line drive, good. Here's her second free throw up. A little bit better arc. That one went through too. 10-point lead for the Loggers. 33-23 at 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a pass inside to Timmers. She loses control. Back to Mateo. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Ashley Hollis. Tigers quickly up the court. Gives it to Linsmeyer. Takes it to going all the way to the basket. Shots no good. Rebound controlled by Tessa Berg. Tessa loses it. Back to Christofferson. Now to Lauren Kraus. Kraus' shot from the corner. No good. Ashley Hollis with the rebound. Gives it back to Kraus. Kraus goes up with the shot. No good. Kraus again with the shot up, and then she's fouled. Good hustle by the Tigers. Hollis and Kraus on the boards. Fouls on Lehman. Be Haley's first personal foul. We're down to 17 seconds. Lauren Kraus back to the line. That's up and good. Second free throw up and good also. .15 seconds remaining in the first half. Casey Egerbeck with the ball, gives it up to Knack. Drives the baseline, cut off. Now the Tigers steal it. Here's Lauren Kraus. Quickly across, gives it off to Ashley Hollis for a three-pointer up at the horn, no good. And that's the end of the first half with the score of the Phillips Loggers 33, the Stratford Tigers 25. After the Loggers jumped off to a big first couple minute lead, Stratford couldn't do nothing against the press. Tigers were able to knock it down, mostly due to the fact that Brooke Eckert sitting on the bench with 3 fouls here in the first half. With that, we'll take a quick message. You're listening to Marywood Conference Girls Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get the lowest Black Friday pricing at Fleet Farm. Find deals on fleetfarm.com starting at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with Stratford boys basketball coach Kurt Schmidt. Coach, before we begin, just remind the audience how many years you've been coaching basketball at Stratford and what in the world keeps you coming back every year?
I believe this is my 25th year of coaching total girls and boys basketball at Stratford. And what keeps me coming back, it's the kids. I keep having good kids, good parents every year overall. And you know, you're not always the most talented always, but they want to get better. They play hard. And as long as they play hard and want to get better and want to be coachable, I'll keep coming back.
Yeah, your team last year seemed like it was coachable. I could see that they got better each week. You ended the season in a sectional semifinal. For most teams, that's a really successful season.
What you're a teacher. What kind of grade would you put on last year's basketball team?
Well, I think preseason yearbook we were fourth, I think, picked, right? And then to be first place till the very last game of the regular season, this group really exceeded my expectations. Now, I don't say that, every coach wants to say that possibly because it makes them look better. That's really not true. That's not how I feel. I had kids that, I had a decent number that weren't scorers, but the ones I had, they just did a great job. And then the other kids just did a really good job. They did their roles so well. They all accepted the role. It was like a symphony orchestra where you had the tuba player, the drummer, and everything just worked together well. You had your scorers that were able, you had a really good player come off the bench. Braden Schuler could have started all year. He gave up, he sacrificed what could have been a starter, just for the betterment of the team, stuff like that. So he was our third leading scorer and he came off the bench. And part of that is, you start really good defensive players. You might start a really good rebounder, a good ball handler. So everybody has a role. This team just did an outstanding job. If you were to tell me we're going to be 22-5 to finish the year, and then we competed really hard with Iola till the very end of that game, and they were undefeated. It was a fun group to coach.
I'll give you one last chance to say thanks to the seniors from last year's team. No matter what, every year the seniors that graduate or that leave your program, they leave such a mark on the program overall. So tell us about last year's group of seniors.
Well, they, and there was, I think we had 8 of them, so I won't mention them by name, but because I don't want to forget one. But as a whole, they just did. And you got to remember too, we were first in the state academically with this group. We ended up being WBCA first for the highest GPA. That says a lot, but they played hard, worked hard, and they were very, very unselfish. So they're definitely one of the highs that I've had for all the years that I've coached. And I've had a lot of them, but they were up there as a very, very high achieving, great group, low drama, work hard type group.
You mentioned last year the 22-5 mark, the playoff run. Before we talk about this year's season, which is what we're really here to do, let's talk about computerized seating. I just have one question for you, just your overall take on it, because when a lot of people looked at last year's result, you were the 2 seed. Marathon was the 3, even though in a singular way, Marathon swept you on the season and you happened to lose to Colby late in the year. But a computerized program like that takes into account your entire season, not just one game. Your thoughts on computerized seating?
Well, I liked it. If I was Marathon, I wouldn't have appreciated it at the time because they're a very, very good program. They legitimately beat us twice. Now, obviously, they were tight games, but computer doesn't really, I don't think it really considers all that. It was odd to me because when you called me, I was at practice. And I was shocked. I didn't watch because we had practice, so I wasn't watching like a watch, which I apologize for that. And Adam does a really good job, and I could see that would have been disappointing if I would have been on his end too. But at the same time, we do have a very difficult non-conference schedule, just like we do this year. We played Bangor last year, state runner-ups, I think, Division 5, I think. Mosinee was a really good team last year. We beat them at our place. We beat Wausau East, big school. So we had a tough schedule, and I think it does. And we have one this year. We actually added Medford to our schedule. Medford is very, very good program, very difficult to beat. So we have Mosinee again. We have Neillsville. Neillsville does a good job. So we have a good conference schedule, and part of that is we might take some off the chin, but I think it helps the computer seeding is having a difficult schedule. I think if you win all your games and the opponents aren't the best, I think that almost might hurt you a little bit. I'm not an expert with it, but it just kind of seems like it looks into that a little bit.
We on this side are close to being experts on it. Yeah, you're exactly right. Strength of schedule is the number one factor. The computer doesn't take into account single game performances or margin of victory, anything like that. And that's a lot for people to have gotten used to, and most still haven't gotten used to how this new and now no longer new, but how the process works. All right, let's preview this year's team. You've been with the guys at practice now for a while. What's maybe
I
one?
have. Are you sure I have?
I hope so.
We haven't started yet. Remember, football just finished yesterday. We start practice this Monday, but I know them well enough, so I'm just splitting hairs with you.
Tell us about your thoughts, your impressions coming into this now new group of Stratford Tigers boys basketball players.
I'm excited because once again, I feel like I'm blessed with good kids that want to be here. I can't even imagine, going and playing with all the pressure of a football state playoffs and then winning it all, and you're banged up a little bit, and then the thought of starting a very kind of physically difficult season for the next 4 months, I can't even imagine kind of what that does mentally. So they're going to have some time off too. So, and I told them when you come back, just be ready to come back. If you need an extra day or two or whatever to heal, and even mentally just kind of get recharged. I'm looking at the long ball of the season. I'm not looking for the short game. I'm not looking to, let's rush you in here, and then there's a little resentment and you're burned out a little bit. So.
All right, Dan Leonard along with Gavin Zolik back here at Stratford High School, getting ready for the second half of the girls' game. For those of you that didn't join us earlier, the Stratford boys defeated the Phillips Loggers boys. Stratford 56, Loggers 46. Stratford was led in scoring. Braden Schiller, 16 points. Brady Schmidt, 15 points. Ashton Wrench, 14. And good balanced attack for the Tigers. The Loggers were led by their leading scorer, Nate Bilan, who had 24 points, and J.J. Hakinen had 11. Halftime score here in the girls' game. Phillips jumped out to a big lead early. Stratford made a nice comeback to get it down to 33-25 here at halftime. Halftime statistics, first of all, for the Stratford Tigers, Tessa Berg has 2 points. Lauren Krause, 9 points, 7 of them at the free throw line, 7 for 8 for Lauren. Bailey Linsmeyer with a 2-point basket, or 2 free throws for 2. And Lexi Christofferson with 4 3-point baskets for 12 points. For the Loggers, they were led in scoring by Casey Egerbrecht with 11. Brooke Eckert, who spent most of the first half in foul trouble, had 10. Matea Eckert, 8. And 2 points each for Sarah Knack and Elsa Schluter for their 33 points. Just about ready here for the second half. Like I said, Phillips girls jumped out to a huge lead the first 3 minutes of the game. Then foul trouble put Eckert on the bench, and that kind of took the Loggers out of their press, and Stratford was able the rest of the first half to get back into the game and only trail here at halftime by the 8-point spread of 33-25. It'll be the Loggers ball to start the second half. Brooke Eckert back into the game for Phillips. Sarah Knack to Casey. Here's a lob pass underneath right away. First play set up for Brooke Eckert. Easy 2 points. They're a totally different team with her in the game. Totally different. They look to her often, and the guards get it to her easily. Here's the Tigers back in their offense. Here's Bailey Linsmeyer with the dribble penetration. And we're going to have a jump ball. This time it'll be Tigers basketball. Just on their way in the second half. Phillips with a 10-point lead. Here's the inbounds pass in the corner to Linsmeyer. Looking to drive. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Lauren Krause. Heidman. Christofferson with the 4 3-point baskets in the first half. Pass over to Linsmeyer, now to Lauren. Back to Christofferson. Heidman. They're definitely paying a little bit more attention to Christofferson here to start the set. Here's the pass inside, knocked away, almost stolen by the Loggers. Tigers get it back, controlled by Heidman. Christofferson Kraus. Kick back and knocked out of bounds by Michaela Eckert. It'll be Stratford basketball. Stratford doing a nice job of being patient on offense. Not able to get any shots off, though. Here's the inbounds pass. Kraus gets it, turns, nothing there. Back to Heidman. Lauren Christofferson back inside to Lauren. Goes to the hole, back to Tessa Berg, to the hole and good. Nice pass by Lauren Kraus to Tessa Berg for an easy layup to make it back to an 8-point lead for the Loggers. Schluter gives it up. Driving layup, no good. Rebound controlled by Brooke Eckert, no good. Mateo Eckert clears the rebound, gives it back out to Casey Egerbeck. She goes to the hole. Back outside to Knack. Knack shots up, no good. Now the Loggers are controlling the boards. Schluter in the corner. Skip pass to Mateo Eckert. Gives it to Brooke. Back to Mateo. Turns, shoots. Shots up, good. Mateo Eckert, 10 points. 16 minutes remaining in the game tonight. Phillips with a 10-point lead. Here's Kraus, goes straight to the hole. Shots off, bounce, no good. Pass down quickly down the court. Shots up and no good. Easy one missed, but rebound controlled by the Loggers. Knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Be Phillips basketball. Sarah Knack to inbounds for the Loggers. Gets it inbounds to Brooke. And Lauren Kraus steals it, goes coast to coast, off bounds, shots no good. She gets her own rebound, tries to get it to Tessa Berg, and it's stolen away and a turnover for the Tigers. Schluter back to Mateo. Here's the pass inside, and it goes out of bounds, off the hands of Christofferson. Be Loggers basketball. Kind of sloppy here the last couple minutes. Trips down the court. Here's the inbounds pass to Mateo Eckert. Gives it to Brooke. Back to Mateo. Mateo jump shot. Up, swish. Nice looking shot by Mateo Eckert. 4 points to start the second half. Now 12 points on the evening and a 12-point Logger lead. Here's Lauren Kraus looking to drive, gets it inside to Linsmeyer. Linsmeyer shot no good. Rebound controlled by Brooke Eckert on the bust out. Pass underneath and out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds. Out of bounds, Loggers basketball. Here's the inbounds pass to Schluter. Back to Mateo Eckert. Shots off the rim, no good. Rebound to Lexi Christofferson for the Tigers. Lexi dribbles it up quickly to the top of the key. Gives it back. Now Lauren's got it. Turns and goes to the hole. Shots up, no good. Off balance. Could have been fouled by Brooke. Eckert. Here's the three-pointer line drive by Casey Egerbert, no good. Rebound control by the Loggers. Here's the shot by Brooke, and she's going to be fouled by Lauren Kraus. Lauren with her first personal foul. That's the first foul of the second half against the Tigers. 14:03. The Loggers basketball underneath their own basket. Knack to inbounds for the Loggers. Gets it inside to Schluter. Schluter back to Knack. Knack shots up, no good. Rebound controlled by Lauren Kraus. Lauren brings it up quickly across the timeline. Tries to go to the hole, gives it back to Heidman. Pass stolen away, and Mateo Eckert goes in for a layup. Lead now back to 14 for the Loggers. Here's Lauren, goes to the hole, shots up and good. Lauren Kraus for 2, now up to 11 on the night. Matea Eckert to Egerbrecht, looking for Brooke inside, not there. Tries to, here's the pass inside to Schluter, her shot, no good. Rebound to Ashley Hollins. Gives it to Christopherson, brings it across the timeline for the Tigers. Heidman in the corner. Skip pass, stolen away. Now a lead pass ahead to Matea Eckert. She goes in for a layup and good. Matea Eckert, 8 points here in the second half, up to 16. Phillips with a quick timeout, and with the timeout, we're going to take a message from our sponsors here on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of awards and more? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Dan Leonard along with Gavin Zolik back here at Stratford High School. Zaleski Sports covering the Stratford Tigers, Phillips Loggers, boys, girls doubleheader today. 12:59 remaining here in the girls game. Phillips now out to a 14-point lead. Tigers basketball. Christopherson brings it across the timeline. Bounce past Heidman. Looking for Lauren inside. Kraus, they can't get it to her. Here's the pass in the corner to Christopherson. Her three-pointer's good. Lexi Christopherson with her 5th three-point basket up for 15 points. Leads back down to 11. Here's the steal away for the Tigers. Stieber into the game now. Freshman for the Tigers. Shot's no good. Foul's going to be on Christopherson. Lexi. Lexi Christopherson with her 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul against the Tigers. Phillips basketball. 11-point lead, 12:18 remaining. Injured player Matea Eckert to the sideline. Here's Casey Egerbrecht. Gives it to Schluter. Pass over to Timmers now into the game. Timmers gives it back to Casey Egerbrecht. Egerbrecht looking to try to get inside. Nothing there. She takes some dribbles on her own. Out of control. Lauren intercepts it and brings it up for the Tigers. Kraus into the front court. Back to Christopherson. Here's the kickback to Christopherson. Her three-pointer up, this time off the rim. No good. And we have a foul against the Tigers. Lauren Kraus. Her 2nd foul. Team's 3rd personal foul here in the second half. We're now down to 11:36 in the ball game. Here's Schluter driving against Kraus, and we're going to have a foul against Lauren again. That's Lauren's 3rd personal foul. It'll be Phillips basketball. underneath the basket. Both of the Eckert sisters back into the game, Brooke and Matea, into the Tigers lineup. Daisy Yoder replacing Michaela Stieber for the Tigers. Here's the inbounds pass to Casey Egerbrecht. Looking inside, nothing there. Egerbrecht on the outside. Gives it to Knack. Knack guarded closely by Christofferson. Back to Casey Egerbrecht. Looking inside. There's the inside shot, off balance by Brooke Eckert. And the Tigers lose it after gaining control on the rebound. Turnover against the Tigers. 11-point lead, 11:05 remaining here at Stratford High School. Casey Egerbrecht. Matea Eckert. Looking inside for her sister Brooke, nothing there this time. Now we're going to have a foul against Daisy Yoder. Second personal foul against Yoder, 15th foul against the Tigers. Brooke looking inside Egerbrecht. Lob pass stolen away by Lauren Krause. Turnover against the Loggers. Gives it back to Christofferson. Lauren gives it back. Christofferson back to Hollitz. Gives it to Krause. Krause goes strong to the hole, and Lauren Krause up to 13 points on the night. The lead's back down to 9 for the Tigers. Here's Eckert, Matea. Back to Brooke. Trying to work against Yoder, nothing there. Pick and roll, pass inside. Stolen away by Ashley Hollitz for the Tigers. Quickly ahead. Here's the pass underneath the Yoder, and she travels. Turned to shoot it, and Brooke Eckert was standing there, and she's not going to be able to shoot it over the top of her. She's 4 or 5 inches taller than him. Turnover Tigers back to the Loggers. It's a very physical game underneath the basket, to say the least. Here's Egerbrecht, goes up with her shot, rolls around the rim, no good, but she's fouled on the shot. Fouls on Heidman, her third personal foul. 16th foul against the Tigers. Here's the first free throw by Casey Egerbrecht, is up and good. She's 1 for 2 at the line tonight, up to 12 points. 17 points per game scorer on the season so far is Casey Egerbrecht. Here's her second free throw up. Rolls around the rim and falls through. Lead back up to 11, 9:44 remaining here in the game. Here's the pass to Lauren. Gives it back to shot by Kayla Stieber, who checked back into the game. A little short on the shot. Didn't draw iron. Went out of bounds. Be Phillips basketball. 11-point lead. 9:30 remaining. Here's Egerbrecht. Brings it up against Stieber. Takes it all the way to the hole. Kicks it outside to Matea. Drives the baseline. Shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by Lauren Krause. Lauren quickly across the timeline. Gives it to Christofferson. Inside to Lauren. Kicks it back outside to Stieber. Stieber goes to the hole. Shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by the pass ahead to Egerbrecht, who gives it up. Beautiful pass from Egerbrecht to Matea Eckert. Good. 10 points in the second half for Matea Eckert. 18 points on the night. Beautiful pass from Casey Egerbrecht. Here's the pass now by the Tigers. Not controlled by Stieber. Out of bounds. turnover against the Tigers. .849. 13-point Lager lead. Here's Egerbrecht, Matea looking for skip in the corner to Knack. Knack throws it inside to right to Lauren Krause on a turnover. Tigers basketball. Here's the pass by Howlett, stolen away by Egerbrecht, who gives it up to Matea Eckert. Layup again is good. 20 points on the night now for Eckert. Beautiful passing by Casey Egerbrecht. And now we're going to have a timeout called by the Tigers here at the 8:16 mark and a 15-point lead for the Loggers. With the timeout, we're going to take a message from our sponsor. You're listening to Marywood Conference Girls Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
All right, back here at Stratford High School, 8:16 remaining in tonight's girls basketball game between Phillips and the Stratford Tigers. Phillips with a 15-point lead. Stratford basketball. If you joined us late, Stratford won the boys game 56-46. Here's Christofferson at the top of the key. Phillips now in a zone. In the corner to Howitz, underneath to Berg, who gives it to Krause. Krause goes up and she's fouled. That'd be Brooke Eckert's fourth personal foul. Krause back to the line. She's 7 for 8 at the line so far tonight. Here's Lauren's first free throw up and good. Here's the second free throw up and good. Down to a 13-point ball game. Here's the pass inside to Lehman. Turns and faces the basket. Nothing there. Gives it back to Matea. Matea back to Lehman. Looking for the Cuthern. None there. Egerbrecht with it. Loses control. In corner to Knack. Knack's shot up. Rolls around the rim and no good. Rebound controlled by Christofferson for the Tigers. Quickly across the timeline. Stops at the free throw line. Gives it to Lauren Krause. Inside to Linsmeyer. Here's Lauren on the drive to the basket, up and good. Lauren Krause, 8 points in the second half, now up to 17 on the game. Tigers bring it back down to 17. Once Brooke is out of the game, it's a totally different ball game without her presence inside. Totally different. Here's the pass inside, almost stolen away by the Tigers. Matea on the line drive, three-pointer, no good. She gets her own rebound. Over to Egerbrecht, her three-pointer, good. Might have been a killer. Three-point shot. Casey Egerbrecht backs it up to a 14-point lead for the Loggers. Here's Hollins inside to Krause. Stolen away by the Knack. Gives it to Egerbrecht, and Egerbrecht's going to be fouled on Ashley Hollins. Be the bonus free throw here for the rest of the night for the Loggers. Casey came to this game with an 81% free throw percentage on the year. 2 for 3 so far tonight. Here's her first free throw up, swish. $17 points on the night for Egerbrecht. Second free throw up, that's good also. Calm and cool as a cucumber. Here's the Tigers. Get it into Lauren. Kicks it back outside to Linsmeyer. Now Heidman Heidman loses it off her hands and out of bounds. Looking to pass before she caught it. Turnover Tigers. 6:31 remaining. Loggers with a 16-point lead, 54-38. Matea looking underneath. Now we're going to have an illegal screen on Sarah Knack. Perspiration on the floor, taking the time out here to wipe things up. Players don't get injured. Phillips with a 16-point lead. 6:26 remaining in tonight's game. Stratford basketball. Dan Leonard along with Gavin Zolik. We thank you for joining us here on Zaleski Sports for tonight's boys and girls doubleheader. Here's the pass to Kraus, kicks it back outside to Heisman, tries to look underneath to Testaberg, throws it over her head and out of bounds. Be turnover against the Tigers, ball back to the Loggers. You need to get as many shots up at this point as possible with a 16-point deficit to try to make up in 6:10. Here's Casey Egerbrecht bringing up for the Loggers. Looking inside, nothing there. Here's Brooke. Hand off to Matea. Matea goes hard to the hole, and then we're going to have a foul. Foul is going to be on Bailey Linsmeyer, her third personal foul. Fouled in the act of shooting, so she's going to get 2. Matea. Her first free throw's up, straight through. Loggers, Phillips guards just lights out at the free throw line tonight. Second one up, doesn't hit the rim again. She shot 4 free throws and hasn't hit the rim. Lead now back up to 18. Here's the pass, Christofferson. Trying to get it inside to Kraus, stolen away by Matea, and she misses the layup. Tigers ball quickly down court to Linsmeyer. Here's the pass back to Kraus. Kraus tries to bounce pass it underneath to Berg, and it was kicked. It'll be Stratford basketball. Phillips jumps it out to an 18-point lead. 5:35 remaining here in tonight's game. Here's the inbounds pass to Linsmeyer. Looking inside, and now we're going to have a jump ball. And jump ball possession is going to give it to the Loggers. Ashley Hollins back into the game for the Tigers. In for Bailey Linsmeyer. 5:31 remaining. Stratford still in their man-to-man defense. Here's the lob pass going up, and we're going to have a foul called on Kraus. That's going to be her 4th personal foul. Brooke Eckert's going to go to the line for the Loggers for 2 free throws. Brooke thus far in the season, just a 47% free throw shooter. Here's her first free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Second free throw coming up. That one's up off the back of the iron, no good also. Rebound controlled by Ashley Hollins for the Tigers. Gives it back to Christofferson, and Tigers bring it across. Phillips in their zone defense. 2-3 zone. Here's a cross-court pass and intercepted, and we're going to have a foul on Kaufman. Sailor Kaufman with her second personal foul. Going to the free throw line for 2 free throws is going to be Elsa Schluter. .63% free throw shooter on the season. She's going to get 2 throws. First one's up, rolls around the rim, no good. Back into the game for the Tigers, Ella Heidman replacing Sailor Kaufman for the Tigers. Here's the second free throw. That one straight through for Schluter. 19-point lead for the Loggers, 5:05 remaining in tonight's game. Here's Christofferson down to Tessaberg, drives the baseline, short jumper up, no good. Rebound controlled by Kraus. She goes straight up and good. Nice job by Lauren Kraus. She plays really hard underneath the basket and done a tremendous job tonight hustling and getting boards. Going against a much bigger girl here tonight, but she's battled hard, worked hard. Now we have a pass underneath intended for Eggebrecht, go out of bounds. It'll be Stratford basketball. Lauren hasn't had a lot of shots drop, but she's had a really good night at the free throw line. Up to 19 points now for the Tigers. Here's the long three-pointer by Christofferson off the back of the rim, no good. Hollins with the rebound, takes it right back to the basket, goes up and good. Nice job by Ashley Hollins with the rebound, basket and foul. Sarah Knack with the foul, her third personal foul. To the line for the Tigers, Ashley Hollins. Ashley's free throw is up and good. Nice job by Ashley Hollins on that play. Knocks the lead back down to 14. Here's Phillips with the ball. Schluter gives it back to Brooke Eckert. Now back to her sister, Matea. To Casey Eggebrecht. Looks like the Loggers are trying to run some clock, but yet look for a good shot. I don't think then they're all. Now here's the pass, stolen away by the Tigers, knocked away by Heidman and picked up by Howitz. Heidman looking inside, gives it back to Ashley Howitz. Here's Lauren Kraus. Lauren bounce pass to Howitz. On to pass to Christofferson from the corner, off the far side of the rim. Rebound controlled by Heidman to Tessa Berg. Tessa looking, gives it to Kraus. Nice bounce pass underneath to Christofferson, overshot it, and we're going to have a foul on Tessa Berg. Tessa Berg with her first personal foul tonight. Tigers well over the limit. Going to the free throw line for 2 free throws, Elsa Schluter. Here's the first free throw up and good. Now we're out to a 15-point lead. 3:20 remaining. Here's the second one up, good. And with that, Coach Mike Eggebrecht from the Loggers takes a timeout. And with the timeout, we'll take a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Zaleski Sports, Marywood Conference Girls Basketball.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and more than just awards.
Dan Leonard, Gavin Zolik back at Stratford High School. 3:20 remaining here. Second game of our doubleheader, boys-girls. This is the girls' games. Phillips with a 59-43 lead. Kind of a back-and-forth game. Phillips jumped out to a huge early lead with their press, and then Stratford made a nice comeback. Second half, Phillips has taken over. Ashley Hollis with the ball. Gives it back to Heidman. Now the pass inside in the corner to Christofferson. Drops it out of bounds, and it's going to be Phillips basketball. Turnover, Tigers right at 3 minutes. 16-point lead for the Loggers. Here's Casey Egerbrecht. Gives it to Knack. Now looking for a handoff, and Knack gives it back out to Schluter. Schluter takes it to the basket. She's going to be fouled. Falls on Lauren Kraus. That's going to be her 5th foul. She's got 5 fouls. That's Lauren's 5th personal foul. Finishes the night 19 points. 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. Here's Schluter's 2 free throws, missed them both. Rebound controlled by the Tigers. 2:37 remaining in tonight's game. Here's Tessaberg. Short jump shots up, rolls her off top of the rim and falls through. Tessaberg with her 3rd basket, good for 6 points. We're back down to a 14-point lead. Here's Schluter looking inside, nothing there. She drives hard to the basket, goes up for the shot, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called against Tessa Berg, her 2nd personal. Tigers well over the limit. Going back to the free throw line for the Loggers, Elsa Schluter. This one rolls around the rim and in. Elsa now with 6 points on the night, averaging 8.8 coming into tonight's game. Here's the second one up, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Tessa Berg. 15-point lead. Tigers looking at Phillips' zone defense. She's going to try to, Ashley Hollis is going to dribble it, but she dribbled off the foot of Mateo Eckert, out of bounds. It'll be Stratford ball, 2 minutes. Here's the pass in bounds to Heidman. Ashley Hollis. Now inside to Yoder, nothing there. Here's the pass back to Hollis. Her shot's up, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Schluter. Looks ahead to Egerbrecht. Egerbrecht goes up and makes it. Casey Egerbrecht. Nice pass by the Loggers for the easy basket and chance for the 3-point shot. Foul on the Tigers was on Hollis, her 2nd personal. Here's the free throw up. Good by Egerbrecht. Timeout called by the Phillips. It's going to substitute 5 new players into the lineup. We'll keep it here. Stone Innovations Winter Blitz sale is on. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off backsplash and labor. And check out our discounts on flooring. This Winter Blitz offer is only at Stone Innovations. Heartland Farms is the 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm, producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. They are currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. All right, we're back here at Stratford High School. Dan Leonard, Gavin Zolik. $18-point lead for the Loggers. Stratford basketball. Stratford tried to sub, but can't sub after a timeout. Tigers basketball. Here's Heidman in the corner to Tessa Berg. Tessa gives it, looking inside, trying to get it back to Heidman. Gives it back to Christofferson. Lexi. 1 3-pointer here in the second half. That's all. Here's a pass at her feet and out of bounds. Turnover against the Tigers. Now into the game for the Tigers, Mercedes Kramer. Phillips basketball. Lily Miller gives it to girl I don't have on the program. I'm sorry about that. Lehman. Now we got a travel and a turnover against the Loggers. It'll be Stratford basketball. More subs into the game. Last 59 seconds. Sadie Weigel into the game. Here we have an over and back violation against the Tigers on the pass. A couple new players in that are not on my roster sheets. I apologize for that. Both teams, actually. Here's the inbounds pass to Timmers. Timmers gives it up to Lehman. Lehman looking for a cutter, nothing there. Gets it back to Miller. Miller underneath to Castor. Castor back to Timmers. Timmers loses control of it. Knocked away by the Tigers. Going in for the layup. Shots up. Good. Tigers knock it down to 16 now. Here's a turnover stolen away by the Tigers. Going in for Sadie Weigel. Shots up. No good. Rebound. And we're going to have a traveling call against the Tigers. Michaela Stieber for the Tigers. Now into the game is Daisy Yoder. In for Tessa Berg. 5.3 seconds to go. Here's the inbounds pass. Crosses the timeline, and that's going to be your ball game. Final score to Phillips Loggers 63. The Stratford Tigers 47. Loggers up their record to 13-1 on the season, 9-1 in the Marewood North. Stratford falls to 7-8 overall and 3-6 in the Marewood North. We'll take a quick message from some of our sponsors. I'm going to get some stats ready, and then we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame report here at Stratford High School.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right, back here at Stratford High School for our Nasonville Dairy post-game report. Final wrap-up from the girls' game. Final score was the Phillips Loggers 63, Stratford Tigers 47. Final scoring for the Tigers. Lauren Kraus leading the Tigers tonight with 19 points. 9 out of 10 at the free throw line for Lauren. Lexi Christofferson with 15 points on 5 three-point baskets. 6 points for Tessa Berg. 3 points for Ashley Hollitz. And 2 each for Bailey Linsmeyer and Kayla Casperson for Stratford's 47 points. For the Phillips Loggers, they were led in scoring tonight by sophomore Matea Eckert, 22 points. Casey Egerbeck, 21. Brooke Eckert, 12. 6 points for Elsa Schluter and 2 points for Sarah Knack for their total of 63. In the boys' game earlier tonight, Stratford Tigers won 56-46. So the doubleheader goes 1-1. One for the Phillips and one for Stratford. Thank you for joining us, Gavin Zolik, along with Dan Leonard here on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back here on Monday night for non-conference girls basketball between the Colby Hornets and the Stratford Tigers. Have a great weekend, and thank you for joining us here on Zaleski Sports. Good night, everybody.